Let's talk about women and body shaming today. Raise your hand if you're guilty of looking in the mirror and shaming your body. I was in the past. I no longer do that. And today I'm going to help you stop that. I'm going to give you the two primary reasons women continue to shame their bodies. Unfortunately, it's become a little bit culturally accepted. We learned this about 6th, 7th, 8th grade that to be like the other children, the other girls, we think we have to put ourselves down. Well, I hope that you're a role model for the younger generation and you're teaching them how to see themselves through a positive lens, that they're loving themselves rather than shaming themselves. I'm Carol Tuttle. I am the creator of dressingyourtruth.com. It is an amazing system that's going to help you not only learn the truth of who you are. How has that helped you? My viewers here, many of you know your type. You start the journey by first discovering which of the 4 types in a profiling system that I teach is your truth, your true nature. And then once you know your type, I teach you the 5 elements of dressing your truth so you can put the correct color, design line, pattern, texture, and fabrication on your body. And actually, that's where we're going to start today with the body shaming issue. There's a good chance you're dissatisfied and kind of disgusted with your body because you're putting the wrong movement on it. It's not correct for you. I'm going to show you 4 pictures in 2 images. The first is me. And the point of showing you this is, well, let's look at them first because I think this is very telling. I bought this dress at a thrift store and I was curious if it would work for me because the pattern is spot on for my type. It's a leopard print. Now, the dress that you're seeing, that's the only thing about it that's correct for me. The design lines, the texture, too smooth. The fabrication, way too soft, way too billowy. Now, the picture on the opposite side, there you go. I did that on purpose. I took the same color palette. Granted, one's a dress, one's a skirt and top and jacket, but the idea is my design lines are correct. My texture, fabrication, pattern, all of the elements are working for me in the one that looks correct. Which do I look slimmer in, healthier in, more vibrant in? Which one am I likely to shame myself and go, when you don't know dressing your truth, you think it's you. You think it's your body. See, so I could have loved that leopard print. Let's say I didn't know anything about DYT and I'm like, oh, I love this leopard print. That's so great. Because quite often we're drawn instinctually to the patterns that are correct for us. But I would have put that on and thought, oh, I'm so heavy. Look how fat I look in this dress, when it wasn't my body. It was the design lines. And the color was correct. So I had color and pattern correct. Now, my next image is of a lovely member of our lifestyle community that has 2 images. She's a type 1. Which one does she look slimmer in? Yes, the one with the fun animated cat sweater. The design line, texture, and fabrication is correct for her. She's got the correct print and color, so she's missing the other 3. In the opposite photo, it's too baggy, too billowy on the top, too flouncy, wrong fabrication, wrong design line. And which one does she look more vibrant in? So that's another example of where you would say, you'd put on the one outfit and go, oh, I'm so heavy. I hate my body, my hips, my butt, my neck. In fact, I want you to think of a part of your body that you have consistently shamed throughout your life from early on. Maybe it's your nose. Maybe it's your hair. Maybe it's your thighs. For me, it would have been at the time, when it was shameful to me, were my legs. In fact, I had brothers that were really rude and they bullied me. My parents weren't tuned in enough to intercept that and say, hey, knock it off. They used to call me, say, peg legs, because my legs are so thick and muscular and I don't have real slender calves or ankles. Well, these legs have carried me on many a marathon and many a sprint triathlon and ridden a lot of bikes and done so many wonderful things that it's probably been 5 years ago that I finally stopped shaming my body and I completely fell in love with it. And what did I do? Well, it's your negative beliefs that have been running, that you have neural pathways on, that are keeping these thoughts so available. You've thought them so many times. They're like these deep grooves in your brain that you go to them. The synapses fire and you're thinking it. You look in the mirror, you think it. You look in the mirror, you think it. You put yourself down. Your poor body, if it were your pet or your child or a baby, you'd never speak to any of those as negatively as you speak to your body. And it's, we want to put a happy face on our body. So the key now, the second thing, the first is dress your truth, because good chance you're shaming yourself because you're not putting the right movement on your body. Secondly, we need to clean up those thoughts. So we're going to do a clearing today. We're going to make it easy and simple. We're going to tap on 2 points right here that are meridian points. They're called your K27 points. We're going to gently tap because this activates the energy flow and will stop and break up these disruptive, shameful thoughts. Now, before we get going on that, make sure you go to dressingyourtruth.com/free offer. I give this course away for free now. I used to charge thousands of dollars. It's now free. That's how committed I am to helping you fall in love with yourself and look amazing. So just repeat after me, and we're going to first focus on the shameful thoughts. Every time I look in the mirror, I put my body down. I'm choosing to stop doing that now. Every time I look in the mirror, I focus on what I don't like about myself. I know better than that now. I'm choosing loving thoughts. Letting go of too fat, ugly, getting old, wrinkled skin, nose is too big. Let it go. Hate my thighs, hate my calves. Butt's too big, too thick a waist. I have to lose weight before I can be beautiful. Release it. I'm not as pretty as other girls. Think back when you were 12, 13, 14. What was your opinion of yourself then? Bring that younger self into the light. Close your eyes and see her. Kneel down and give her a big hug and say, honey, I'm so sorry that I've continued these thoughts that started way back when you didn't know any better. Let's both let them go now. She's willing. She doesn't want to carry these shaming beliefs anymore. And neither do you. Releasing all the shaming beliefs I've ever thought and I've ever said from way back when until now. Let them go. Good job. Put your hand on your heart. This is your heart chakra, your heart energy. Give it a little massage. You can go in either direction, whatever feels correct for you. I forgive myself. I just did what everybody else was doing. I forgive myself. I choose to love myself now. Tap again. We're going to bring in those positive thoughts. I am beautiful exactly how I am. Every part of me is perfect for me. I am grateful for how hard this body has worked for me. I'm grateful for my feet, my ankles, my calves, my beautiful knees, my awesome thighs, my outstanding and fabulous hips, my great buttocks, my beautiful abdomen, my lovely waist, my amazing breasts, arms, hands, and shoulders, my incredibly beautiful face. Put a smile on that face. You're amazing. And one last one. I am grateful for the gift of my body. And just bring that in. Kind of tap all over. Give your body a nice massage, a little love. So number one, start dressing your truth, because you're making your body feels the love you have for it when you dress your truth. dressingyourtruth.com/free offer. Number two, use this clearing. What are one of the statements that we used that you say a lot that's shaming? Notice that. Reframe it. Maybe even pin it on your mirror, the reframe. Pick 2 or 3 of the reframes, the loving thoughts, and make them visible and start practicing creating new neural pathways that fire up the positive. I've been able to do that over the years, and I only think well of myself now in a reverent, grateful manner. And number 3, do me a favor and subscribe, and please share this with another woman. Let's nip this in the bud and get rid of this old cultural programming that no longer serves anyone. Never did, but we know better now. Right, ladies? Did I stop it? Uh-oh. What'd I do? I don't know where the recording thing went, because I went funky on the... I don't know where the thing is.